Hi, so this is a review of my new tactical pants. They've just come in, so let's move ahead. So in the packaging, the outside is all paper, but inside there is plastic, which is good because if supposedly there was going to be water falling onto this, the package would survive. And so these are the tactical pants. I bought them in a black color. They are from vertx. These are my first tactical pants from vertx. The packaging is all polythene and everything is written in English, nothing in Chinese. So quite possible that these have originated in one of the English speaking countries. Okay, on first impression, I already like the pants because they have this ripstop pattern on them. And ripstop, as most of you would already be aware, is a pattern which is specifically designed into the weave so that if the pant was to tear from one place, the weave would try and keep that tear within that square. So it's got a ripstop pattern, and they seem to be very roomy. At the first instance, they look to be very roomy, and the cloth seems good. It's a thinnish cloth, but it's got adequate thickness in terms of ripstop material, because ripstop material generally is thin only. I think that's the whole point. The sizing is a 34 by 34, a 34 waist, and a 34 inseam. The inseam, some of you might not be aware, is measured from the inside of the crotch area to the bottom of the pant, or to the bottom of the leg. So this is a 34, and then the waist also is a 34. Okay, so one of the tags fell down, but no issues. The makeup of the cloth is 65% polyester and 35% cotton. So this will not be very flame retardant because it has got a lot of polyester in it. It will be prone to melting. But apart from that, it will breathe better, and that is why it is slightly light also. So it has got this tag which says vertx with color BK black, and then sizing again 34 by 34. Then it's got another tag here with the vertx brand logo, and also the same information repeated here once again. This is the Phantom Ops pant, or Phantom Ops design from vertx. To my understanding, this is one of the old designs of vertx. I have gone with the 34 by 34, and there is some amount of stretch in the waist which is built into the waist on both sides. So on both sides of the waist, I think this stretch must be close to about a half inch to an inch on both sides. So easily this will be 1.5 inches of stretch on the trousers. So let's have a look at the trouser from top to bottom. The top, it has this simple button closure with a YKK zipper. The zip works fine. There is some more vertx branding on the inside. Thereafter, the belt loops are decently long. However, I do not think a very thick belt can go inside this. You can't wear web belts with this. Web belts are quite thick. So, but a decent thickness belt can be worn with this. On the rear, it has got 4 loops, 2 on the corners and 2 here. It's always good to have at least 2 loops here, slightly spread out, because this is where the belt actually gets stretched or pulls onto the trouser, or the trouser pulls onto the belt. On the front, there are 2 loops. The pockets have got a decent cut to them. The pockets have got a decent cut to them, like this. So there is enough space for the hand to go inside. But the depth of the pocket isn't much. Unfortunately, it's only this deep. So it's not very deep. It could have been slightly, at least an inch deeper. And then there is an additional pocket within the pocket. And it has also got a zip, like this. And this pocket is equally deep. It's slightly narrow but equally deep as the main pocket. So it's got one zip pocket on this side, and on the other side that doesn't have a zip pocket, it's got one standard pocket, and the depth is kind of okay but not too deep. Onto the side of the trouser, again they have this space for you to put inside a folding knife or anything else that you've got which has got a clasp, so that it holds on to the trouser. Coming down further, it has these cargo, I hope it can be seen, it has these cargo pockets on the side with branding in black, which is good. Understated is always nice. But there is a strange opening for the cargo pockets. The upper flap is sewn on both sides. On both sides it is sewn down. So, but you can still pull it and put things inside, and then again cover it with the flap. So you can pull the pocket out, put things inside, and again cover it with the flap. This may or may not work, yet to be seen. And on the inside the pocket has another pocket stitched inside to keep things stable. This isn't very wide. I do not think a mobile phone will go inside. However, small, maybe pistol magazines will go inside easily. It's good enough for that. So it's got a compartment inside, and then outside it's a flush pocket. I like this. I always like this in cargo trousers, where the pockets look flush and are not bulging out unnecessarily, are not in your face. A word on the stitching, I see double stitching all across, which is a good thing. The quality of stitching is okay, and then there is bar tacking on stress points. There is bar tacking here on the stress point, which is always good. Coming down further on the knees, it has preformed knees, as you can see. The knees have pleats, so these are preformed knees. There is additional cloth because of the pleats, so when you sit down or bend your knees, the trousers will not rise, because there is additional cloth here for your knees. Does it have a pocket inside for knee guards? Let me check. No, it doesn't have a pocket inside for knee guards. But there is double cloth here on the knees. Yes, there is double cloth here on the knees. And then in the lower end of the trouser, it doesn't have a string inside. However, it's very easy. You just have to make 2 incisions, 2 holes on the inside, and pull a string inside if you want to put a string inside. Similarly, on the other side, it has also got another cargo pocket. There is symmetry on both sides of the pant trouser, which is always good. Coming to the rear has got these 2 pockets. Again, they have a flap on top and no velcro inside. The depth of the pocket is shallow, this side also and this side also. So it's got 2 rear pockets, again with covered flaps which are stitched onto the sides. On the inside, like all good tactical trousers. It's got a gusseted crotch.